everyone, welcome to another episode of Raw Radiant Health, and I'm Natasha, and thank you so much for joining me. So I'm having such a good day today that I thought I'd just share that. Things are good. September is going to be the most fabulous month. And so today I decided that I wanted to give you guys some ideas on different ways that you can transition to a healthier diet. The reason why I'm not saying right now transitioning to raw is that a lot of times people get so caught up in eating a raw food diet that if they fall off, they really fall off. And this is a way of looking at it rather than being like, I have to be raw. It's like raw or not, raw or nothing. Look at it more like I want to be healthier and I want to add in healthier foods and I want to be able to stay on eating healthier foods. And if you look at it more that way, then it becomes less rigid. And so I want to give you guys some ideas because I know that a lot of you are coming from, you know, maybe a very like junk food kind of diet, a fast food, sugar-rich, crazy diet. And I know that a lot of you are like seizing September and using this month as a challenge to get more healthy and do good things for yourself. So I want to help out by giving you guys maybe some ideas that the transition doesn't have to be like so hardcore and so crazy. And you know, because most of you know that I went to 100% raw overnight. But you also have to look at one thing is that I've been vegetarian for over 20 years, okay? That means I've been vegetarian for 2/3 of my life. I haven't had many years eating meat, okay? And I'd say for, you know, I've been juicing for the past over 10 years, right? I started juicing wheatgrass and green juices when I was a teenager in college. So I've been on my little health journey for quite a while. And plus, I've been getting myself off of dairy products and wheat products for almost a decade. I have allergies to both. So my transition has been like a lifelong transition. It hasn't been just like overnight from McDonald's to raw. You know, this has been like an ongoing adding more and more healthy foods and getting rid of foods that were not very good for my health. And for me, when I did the final transition to raw foods, for me that was about giving up the sugar, the coffee, the stimulants, things like that, and just processed food. So my transition into raw was difficult. I'd say be as difficult as anyone else that had to give up their favorite comfort foods, but at least I was used to giving up foods. At least like I went through a period of having to give up wheat and dairy products and other things that it wasn't like such a big slam of like a whole new life and a whole new refrigerator. So that's why I want to talk today about ideas of just slowly implementing healthier choices and raising the standards in your life. I mean, if you look at it that way, you can be like, you know what, today I'm going to raise the standards. You know, the food I was not eating it's not good enough for me. You know, I need to have healthy foods. Those are my equal. Those are what deserves to be in my wonderful body. So how to do that if you're going from a standard American diet? Now, I would suggest there's many different ways of doing it, and that's why I want to give suggestions, because I kind of want you to hear me out, that maybe something I say might actually be like, I think I can do that. So I'm going to give many different suggestions and ideas, and you can think about it. So one thing I do suggest for anyone that wants to just put one foot in and give it a go and see what it's like to have healthier foods in their diet, I suggest first to take things slow. And it might be like you decide you're going to have a smoothie every day. And it could be a fruit smoothie. It doesn't necessarily need to be a grain smoothie, but it could be a fruit smoothie. One smoothie a day. You can have a green smoothie a day, or you can have a green juice every day. And that can be something that you decide to do for an entire month. That all month, every single day, you're going to have either a smoothie, a green smoothie, or a green juice. You can have one, you can have two, you can have 3 a day. Whatever you want, but as long as you have a minimum 1 a day. You can either do that, or you can say, I'm going to have a fresh salad every day. And the salad has to be real lettuce. We don't want iceberg lettuce, okay? So a salad that's got greens in it. And maybe you have that salad with your lunch, or you have it with your dinner. These are simple things. And if you look at it more like, because I find what can be a little bit difficult is when people say, okay, I'm going to do this for a week, then next week I'm going to do this, then the week after I'm going to do that, and it just becomes too much. That sometimes just by saying, you know what, I'm just going to do this one thing, and I'm going to put all the effort into doing this one thing. And then next month I'll see where I go. And maybe the month after, you might just decide to continue. Or you might decide to add yet another healthy food into your daily life. It might be adding a fruit in every day. So that's it, and you can take it from month to month. And you can also, too, if you like, you can also add something in, but subtract something as well. Because, we all know that like diet soda or any soda is not good for you. So you might want to get rid of the diet soda or the soda pop, or you might want to get rid of the mid-afternoon candy bar. You might want to, just get rid of your snacks that you eat that are not necessarily the healthiest of choices. So, that's something to think about as well. But you don't have to do everything at once, but just be aware that you want to just raise your standards. And you want to say hello to the good things and maybe bye-bye to the bad ones. Now, other suggestions I give you as well is, if you want to take it even a step further, is you might decide for 3 to 4 days a week, you eat all raw, or you eat all whole foods. So you can have raw foods, and you can also have cooked foods, but everything is whole foods. It's real foods. It's not coming out of a package. It's not coming out of a can. It's not coming out of the microwave. It is in its whole form. It's a whole food. Whether it's cooked or not, you can decide that maybe, Monday to Friday, you eat just whole foods. And then on the weekends, when you go out, you eat foods that are you don't know what they are. When you go to a restaurant, you can eat what you want. But I know that works for a lot of people, is to either go 100% raw or high raw Monday to Friday while they're going to work and they're on their schedule. And then when they go and socialize on the weekend, then they eat whatever's there, and they don't, it's not a big deal. That is a great one, especially for people that travel a lot, or people that socialize a lot for work, because I know there's a lot of people out there that are business people, and part of their networking and all that is having a lot of business dinners and lunches, and there's always interaction and networking and business meetings with food everywhere. That one thing I suggest in that respect is that either, you can always get a salad anywhere you go. Salad is always served. So there's always something to eat that's healthy. But if you don't want to be stressed out by having to, deal with not eating something, or it doesn't work with you to not eat what's there, that's fine. So what you can do is, when you're at home, when you're preparing all your own meals, you eat raw or you eat very healthy. And then give yourself slack whenever you have your business meals, or whenever you're going out, or whenever you're socializing, to eat what's there. Because in the long run, when you look at it, what it'll look like is majority of your food is healthy. And here and there, you're making exceptions. And that's not a big deal, because it's worse to be stressed about your food than to be happy with your food, okay? So you're better off being happy with your food, not stressed, and even if it involves eating a bit of junk, it's not a big deal. Just keep the healthy food high and keep it going. All right, so have a fabulous, fabulous day, everyone, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye!